How to spin without ever getting caught on camera.
I had to get up, touch the big. I couldn't be out here trying to beg. Big body choppers got a leg. I make a gesture, then he dig. I stand for my shit like the plague. Gon' do exactly what I said. Gotta pray before I go to bed. I take these risks to make.
This the real method. So look, if you ever worried about getting caught on camera, folk, like if you out here moving like this, it's 2025. It's a camera on every pole. It's a camera on every corner. Street lights, drones, dash cams, all that on folks' graves. So if this for the ones that's really out here doing this shit, folk, I'm just trying to help y'all ass move militant and shit like that. I ain't trying to teach y'all ass to crash out and shit like that. But if you outside doing shit like this, you want to know ways to get out this situation on bro grave. So I'm trying to show y'all the ways how to do this. So first off, your ass need to understand that it's cameras everywhere, folk. It's cameras all through the mains and all that. So you don't want to take any main things at all. No main streets, no nothing. You want to take alleys, train tracks, all type of shit. And then you want to move around like you lost. If you move around like you lost, that's going to confuse the cameras. Because you got to think about it. The cameras pick up patterns on bro. And you looking to dodge ring cameras and all type of cameras around. So you want to make sure you moving strategic doing this shit. It ain't about moving the tough. You want to move smart and shit like that on folks' grave. See, now, the other situation, you need to make sure you not riding in someone else, you not riding in your car or something like that. You need to be riding in a different car. You feel me? The car don't need to be yours. You feel me? It need to be a different car. A stolen one or any type of way you got it. Just don't go rent it and don't go do any goofy shit. Because if you do shit like that, that's going to have you fucked up and that's going to get you jammed up. You trying to not get caught, right? On bro, you don't want to get caught at all. So you want to go ahead and make sure you move in a car that stolen or something like that. All right. Then once you move, like, you got to make sure you cover up everything. If you don't cover up everything, your ass is just out here just fucked up in the head, folk. You got tattoos and shit just like me, folk. All this shit got to be covered up. You got to have gloves on, cover up your neck, ski mask on, all that. You don't want them to pick up none of that shit. It's cameras every fucking well. It's people that be getting caught, folk, because they ass don't be following the fucking thing, folk. They do everything the wrong way, folk. That's why you get caught. You see people always on the thing, always showing up on the news and shit getting caught because they ain't doing the right thing, folks. You got to make sure you're doing the right thing when you out here, man. Because if you don't, you're going to be booked. And when you get booked, they're going to put your ass under the jail. You don't want to get put under the jail, you feel me? That's not a good thing to be. So you want to make sure that you cover all that shit up and don't get seen by any ring cameras. Then you want to move like somebody watching you anyways. Because if you move like somebody watching you anyways, it's going to train your mind for you to move smart. You feel me? A lot of motherfuckers don't move like motherfuckers after them or shit like that. They ass just be moving with no care in the world, just loose as hell. That's called loose. You feel me? You don't want to be out here moving like you loose. You want to move like strategic on phone them. You want to be smart with what you doing. So once you doing that and all that, you ain't got nothing to be worried about. Motherfuckers gonna not catch you. The cameras over there not gonna catch you. None of that shit gonna catch you, folks. Long as you follow the right method that I'm telling you, is not gonna catch you, bro. Like, it'll work best if people did listen, because I see a lot of people do be getting caught on these cams and making wrong mistakes and all that. Like the situation that just happened when the person just got caught from robbing the people and they just got caught on ring camera in Chicago. Y'all need to go look that shit up if you ain't see it though, on bro. It's recent. That shit happened on bro because they ain't follow them type of rules, man. You gotta make sure that you moving like that, man. You gotta get through that. You gotta trick the cameras. Cause at the end of the day, them motherfuckers is just devices. They can be tricked, man. You could trick them. So you gotta cover up everything. Take the back roads. We got all that. You feel me? We got all that through there. Don't take the same car. Moving around in the same cars you drive regularly on bro grave. The ones you outside driving regularly. Don't move around with them cars. You don't want to text a lot. You feel me? All that texting and all that. That shit be leaving evidence and shit. That don't get caught on ring cameras and shit. But I know the devices, the towers and shit, they could ping the towers on bro. So your device really ain't really useful if you doing anything illegal. Unless your ass, you know, trying to do fraud or some shit. But other than that, your shit ain't really useful. If you going to do a drill, getting outside trying to do steal or do some illegal, motherfuckers gonna catch you on them motherfuckers. Definitely on them cams. You don't want to be caught on them cams, so you want to move smart. You know, you want to, like a boxer, you want to make sure you ducking and diving. You got to make sure you doing that on bro when you trying to do this shit. Because if your ass get caught, bro, your heart gonna be beating out your chest. You don't want that feeling on bro. That bitch do. You out there like, damn, on bro, I don't want to get caught up, so I got to make sure I move smart on folks them. I got to make sure I know that the cameras could be right here, the cameras could be across the street, the cameras could be over there, because that's what they going to do. They going to try to follow a pattern in the trail and shit. That's why I say you got to move like you lost. You got to, damn, I don't even know where I'm going. Folks then took the train. Damn, folks then went this way. Folks then went that way. They can't even know what the fuck going on. They don't even know where you headed next. Bro, you done tricked all they ass. The feds, the ATF, the FBI, bro, all they ass. You feel me? So yeah, man, when you out here just tricking all these motherfuckers and confusing them, now it's really hard to pinpoint what the fuck going on and pinpoint who the fuck they looking for and who they trying to capture. Your ass then dodge that shit and you then tricked every camera that you can. Now motherfuckers can't even get up with you, folk, on B grave. Like, your ass bound to make something happen, folks. I ain't gonna bap to you. You bound to make something happen, my boy. But this the moral of the story, folks. Make sure your ass do everything I told you in the steps that I told you on, bro. And I'm telling you, you gonna get past the ring cameras and the dash cameras and the drones and the light poles and the street, all that. You feel me? A camera ain't gonna be able to touch you. A camera ain't gonna see you coming on Phonum Grave. A camera ain't gonna see you coming. Gonna be just like John Cena. You can't see me on B. You hear me? You better know it. And don't ever forget it, young boy. You feel me? And remember, you can do anything you put your mind to. Don't forget.